Hi, my darling Cupies. I don't know how long it's been since I uploaded last. I feel very, very, very rough. I don't feel good. Um, God unplugged my brain. He put it on a shelf where I can't reach it today. That's okay. He did the same with my body. It hurts to move and to exist. I want to study, though. I don't want to fall behind. And right now, I'm trying to remember the names of all my professors so I can send them an email like, hey, once again, I am too crippled to move. Deal. I feel like I'm forgetting a professor or two. What professors am I forgetting? I don't remember.
Bowl of flour. Gotta have a sniff. If a dog has no.
Are you struggling in your cocktails class?
No, I don't struggle. Jesus. Oh, I forgot I was fucking recording a video. I'm sorry, y'all. My brain fog has been... Oh my god, that is so embarrassing. Oh my god, I'm dying. I'm dying. Lupus is eating me alive, literally. I swear to God. I just sent a lovely email to my professors. That's what all the typing and quietness was about. Ew, what the fuck? It's all gritty in my bed. Oh, it's so gross. Yes, I know I look gross. Megan as hell. I feel gross too. Everything hurts. This school fails to be ADA compliant. So I get to suffer in bed while my lupus eats me alive. And I get to fantasize about filling the socks of the... What are the names? The administrative staff with fire ants. Oh my god. I think this is the worst flare I've ever had. Everything hurts. This school has the infrastructure to be ADA compliant but refuses to actually maintain or repair it. That's the reason I will fill their socks with fire ants someday. And why I'm currently doing so inside of my head. Because two things. In my head, I'm not doing any harm and therefore I'm not committing any crimes. And two, I'm not disabled now, am I? The reality is, my crippled ass is stuck right here in bed with stacks and stacks of books that are now going to live on this here windowsill because I have finally accepted that. Realistically, this is my place to rot. exhausted. I'm exhausted. Everything hurts. And we keep finding new humiliating lows within my disability or whatever the fuck to find ourselves at, I guess, or whatever. I don't know, man. I'm just so fucking tired, dude. I feel like I'm dying. Not near fast enough. Far too slow to be actually at all useful. It's like, oh yes, you're dying very, very, very slowly. Well, aren't we all? Fuck you. That's no excuse. Ugh. But hey, if you're dying slowly of the right disease, then suddenly people give a shit. That is weird, isn't it? It's not about the amount of suffering you endure. No. It's about the commonality and the potential. It's about karma. That's what it is. The reason I feel like the only reason people have any level of grace or decency when it comes to people, if they're dying slowly of the right kind of thing, like, oh, I don't know, like Alzheimer's or like cancer, because A, those have a tendency to indiscriminately happen to anyone, and B, if not, then they can affect anyone in one's family, thus creating a personal close tie. So if you haven't been impacted by it, the key word here is yet. And I think that's why dying of those things slowly gets handled with more grace than dying of some of these other things slowly. But let's take a moment. Because I have a wee bit of a anecdotal tale to tell you guys that we can... it's not actually anecdotal. Yes. You guys know the word I'm trying to say. I'm so sorry. Every word is taking every bit of energy I have. It's actually a point of history. The Catholics, historically, were absolutely awful to minority groups of people. After a few hundred years of going back and forth between them and the Protestants and being, made to be illegal for their practices, every other monarch, it seemed, I swear to God, the whiplash must have been fucking insane, and hunted down every other monarch as a consequence. I reckon it taught them a thing or two. Don't get me wrong, nobody's fucking perfect, but Catholics do be fighting for equality on a level that other groups don't be, unless they've faced that kind of persecution on such a wide scale. I don't know why, but Protestants, everywhere, man. Like, everywhere. They're literally everywhere. Or some denomination thereof. But Catholics, You kind of got to seek those bitches out. They be hard to find, man. My brain fog is really bad today. Forgive my useless ramblings. This would sound more concise if I actually had a brain cell or two to rub together. But I don't know where I was going with that ramble. Oh, yes. Force someone into your shoes and suddenly they will understand empathy. That's where I was getting at. The whole world's pain has been killing me my whole life. Sometimes I wish that I could place others into my shoes, whether they like it or not. Could learn a thing or two. It's like, you will understand my perspective, whether you like it or not. I guess that's where I find myself coming from often. I finally swallowed my pride and decided that this windowsill will hold books because realistically, where am I going to do all my studying? In bed. Because where am I going to be a student? In bed. Because my useless corpse of a body ain't going to let me actually enjoy this the way that I want to. I like going to classes in person. I hate being in bed. It's fucking miserable. But hey, you know, if you ask some of the people here, I'm just some lazy slacker who's just lazy and using excuses or something, I guess. Based on how they treat me, you would think that that's actually what's going on, when in fact, it's not. I don't have the strength to open my own Gatorade. Oh, finally. I was about to cry, I'm not gonna lie. Grape. The flavor of my people. I don't know why, but last night when I was texting Ellie and I was like, hey, here are the things that I would like. And I was like, I want some zero sugar Gatorade, but like grape flavor. And apparently Ellie was like, that's very unusual. Like in her head. And I was like, and meanwhile in my head, I was just seeking out. My mom used to make grape Kool-Aid a lot when I was a kid. And I was just seeking out that familiar comfort. Also, y'all should try grape Kool-Aid combined with cherry Kool-Aid. I don't know what that was about, but Mom was onto something there. Mom was really onto something there. But yep. I don't know, the grape, the grape, I didn't used to like it. I used to hate it, but I've learned to actually quite love it. I think the older I get, in the further in the rear view, the old grape children's medicine ends up in, the further that ends up in the rear view, the more I find myself able to tolerate grape flavored things, because I actually quite like it. At least now that as an adult, most of my medications come in the form of pills and I don't actually have to taste them. When I was a kid, I would never be able to, I would literally never. As a matter of fact, when I was a kid, it had to be that Mom would have to mix the cherry Kool-Aid with the grape Kool-Aid to get me to drink it. Except now as an adult, I'm still seeking out that grape Kool-Aid taste for comfort. So here I am. And I'm like, this hits the spot just right. The cherry never did come through nearly as strong as the grape. I think it was more psychological than anything. It was like, oh, visually it looks more red, so it's not grape. You know, child logic. And the smell didn't smell so offensively grape either. So it was like, okay, we can live with this. And yes, I know, I look disgusting. I look minging. I know, and I'm sorry. But I'm not apologizing to you guys. I'm more sorry that this is what my life has come to. I like to clarify that because I shouldn't be sorry to anyone about the state of my existence, because truthfully, it's not something that is my fault. However, I can still be sorry and feel sorry about this state of my existence and where I've ended up. And the fact that I've ended up in such a way. I'm so exhausted. One of these days, there will be others to take care of me. I know that. I know my inevitable future. I fought so hard to be independent my whole life, only to grow into adulthood, have it for the slightest moment, and then God's like, yeah, about that. It's being revoked. And I'm just like, oh, okay. Can I keep my brain then, I guess? I guess that's all for this video. I feel like trash. I don't feel good. I'm struggling to keep a clear train of thoughts here. I'll see you guys in the next one. Love you guys. Bye. My darling Cupid dolls.